Hey everyone, it's me Lizelle Bitobal and welcome for the part 3 of our video which talks about the chapter 3 portfolio, paper and digital. So first, let's discuss what is portfolio. So portfolio is a systematic process of collecting and evaluating students' assessments to document progress whether students have met learning standards or other academic requirements. So actually, portfolio is the compilation or the combination of all those assessments to be compiled in one single folder or one single document. So there are two types of portfolio. So these are the documentation portfolio and the growth portfolio. So what are these two? So documentation portfolio illustrates the achievements of the learners, while the growth portfolio, it tackles about the changes in student progress or proficiency over time. So documentation portfolio can be done instantly, while the growth portfolio will take time because it needs to be compiled throughout the entire process or the progress of the learners. And that is why it needs the enough time in order for us to collect when it comes to growth portfolio. And now let's proceed to the advantages and disadvantages of portfolio. So now let's proceed to the advantages of using portfolios. So these are just some of the advantages upon using portfolios. So first is it combines the strength of performance assessment with a continuous record of achievement. Second is it engage student in self-evaluation and reflection. Third is it focus on self-improvement, and then the last, it contain examples of student work. So basically, the students will be now aware whether they are learning or they have progress regarding with this output or not. So through that, they will be able to have self-evaluation and self-reflection. So upon doing such, self-improvement will also happen because they will be aware what are their strengths and weaknesses through this portfolio. And then now, let's proceed to the disadvantages of using portfolios. So first is the scoring. So scoring is time consuming and not consistent. So scoring is time consuming because through this is a compiled work, so there are many works inside of it, so it needs enough time to be able to check it properly and provide the feedback necessary in order for the learners to receive the feedback they need to improve. And then there is inconsistency regarding with the criteria if ever it is too general and if ever the raters are untrained. And then the last is need time and resources. So it needs time and resources to design, to review and score, and to get training. These are some of the examples for portfolio. First is we have the documentation portfolio. So this contains products that demonstrate the achievement of the owner. So examples for this are the unit tests, essays, and reflections. Next is we have the growth portfolio, which shows how the owner has developed and therefore demonstrates growth. So these often contain products from various stages of the process and feedbacks that has been received. An example for this are lab reports where there is a process shown on the gathered experimentation data. So another example are drawings. So drawings from the first part of the semester to the last week of this semester. So an example is this, the stages of drawing development of a child. So at first, there are only basic scribbles until it became to the human figure with limbs. So the process and the growth of the drawing progress are visible in that image. And later on, it will come up into this type of image. So it can be transformed into something like this if ever there are continuous feedbacks and guidance from the teachers and also from the peers in order for the children or the child to be improved. So that ends our vlog. So thank you for watching.